So, Naruto 557 review. It was a good chapter. I was hoping we could see some Sasuke or Itachi or Kabuto or Madara or somebody, but we didn't. Oh well, it was still a good chapter though. We really got to see Gara, do Gara, really show that he's worth being having the title of a Kage. Um, and the chapter is pretty basically good. It showed him dealing with the Jokey boy. I don't see how Mu wasn't able to deal with it, being that he was a censor and could go invisible, so that it didn't really make sense. But it ended up being this exploding water vapor, expanding super fast, super strong clone thing of the second Mizukage, and it wasn't going too well for Gara at first. And then we see, in there after a while, the Mizukage, resurrected one, was like, I'm not going to be helping you out anymore. If you can't even defeat me, then how are you going to protect your village and defeat the boss guy who's controlling me? And how, you're pretty much worthy the title of Kage. I was a Kage once. Are you worthy of it? Can you even beat me without me helping you? And so stuff goes on, and like right after he said that, the Mizukage had the sand clone explode, and it was going to hurt everybody. And Gara goes badass and protects everybody with his big sand protection wall. And he defends himself too. The Mizukage Megakaze goes to attack him and ends up being a sand clone. And Gara was on the ground, and he's like, "Oh, what are you gonna do now that I know where you are?" And he sends the water clone after, or the Jokey boy after him, and then Gara goes to block or capture it with the sand, and Mizukage's like, "Hi, your sand won't work." And then he's like, "Oh shit, your sand worked," because Gara basically infused it with the gold to weigh it down and control the water vapor as a conductor, and he just did some really smart stuff. So he basically stopped Jokey Boy and sealed it up, and the Mizukage is sort of kind of trapped in the pyramid, but we don't really know yet if he can get out because his head's sticking out because of the oil. So there's no reason for us to think that he can't get out. But I think the Mizukage is going to get sealed next chapter. He's either going to get sealed or Mu's going to come back because of what he said at the end of what he had said. And then we're going to, because we also got a panel showing Naruto's on his way to the battlefield while everybody else is on the way to the battlefield. Naruto and the lightning black eye patch guy, I'm assuming, will probably be with him and whatnot. And so we could either get the Mizukage being sealed and moving on to a different fight like the Seven Swordsmen or the Black Zetsu, or Mu could end up not being fully sealed and the Mizukage could escape, and then we get Mu plus Mizukage versus Gara, Unagi, and Naruto and everybody else, which would make for a pretty big, cool fight. And that could still go with my prediction of how Unaki's going to die, like I said in my last chapter review and predictions of how he could possibly die during this war. And I think that would still work into it pretty well if that did end up happening. So that's one of my two predictions for next chapter. Like I just told you guys, we're either going to get to see a bigger fight with Naruto and everyone else surrounding up, and then like a 2-on-2, 3-on-3 kind of thing, something like that. Or it might just end, for now at least, and the Mizukage gets sealed, and then we move on to a different battle. So the way it looks, we're either going to get some more of them, or we're finally going to get to see some Madara, Seven Swordsman, Black Zetsu, Itachi, or Kabuto next week. So all in all, decent chapter. Pretty good. I was up till like 5 a.m. Waiting for spoilers to come out over here, and then I finally read some spoilers. That's a good reason to do your homework really late, because then you can stay up doing your homework and keep checking for spoilers every 5 minutes, but then you don't finish your homework till 5 a.m. I'm going pretty off topic here. So that was my 557 review, 558 predictions and stuffs. Rate, comment, and subscribe would all be epic for more videos, and I'll catch you guys later.